Mirka nebo Anty. A dneska je tu Marta se mnou ještě. Kdože je Marta? Netuším. Vím, že je mrtvá. Někde se něco posralo. A holka to nedala. Tak uvidíme. Fikce. Sakra. Já jsem čekal, že to bude podle pravdivé události. Žížu. Cože? Pokud máte vy nebo někdo z vašich známých potíže, informace a krizové zdroje jsou k dispozici na adrese Safe in your heart. Co to je? Webka už se mi zase klasicky seká. Seká se mi všechno. To je tak skvělý, ty vole. Já už mám objednanou novou, ty vole.
Ciao.
Čau.
I'm Julia. Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's been years now.
Jsem se podívat do nastavení trošku.
I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague.
Mi
I
řekni,
only
co mi takhle
remember the
zamrdává
summer of
ten monitor, ten...
1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
Já jsem si myslel, že když tam dám, vole, novou grafiku, ty vole, že to bude všechno lítat, vole. Ono hovno. Ale tak to malinko stáhnem. Uvidíme, co se stane. Takže já si teda nemyslím, že to bude tou hrou, ale ray tracing vypnout, zapnout.
Nanny, will you tell me the story?
Jo, a já
of the
budu
White
muset
Lady?
asi nastavit i tu webku, ty vole.
Little Sparrow.
Takže já jsem tady najel do nějakého původně nastavení. A zjistil jsem, že se mi to nejspíš všechno resetuje. Samozřejmě. A už mám objednanou novou. Takže snad to bude v pohodě. A doufám, že mi to nedělá, vole. Mám nový procesor, mám novou grafiku. Která tady původně,
Not
když jsem
tonight.
hrával,
The
nebyla.
fog is coming, see?
Yes, I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do
It's so
evil
špatně.
things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers
No,
have
ta
to kill
panenka.
other soldiers. I like the lady I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry.
No,
Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny, I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And
to je,
will
vole,
I
za
be
kutinu.
beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
Ups. Tak.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing
Já budu
tale.
překážet, vole.
Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved.
To je hezký, jak je to i v té
She
knížce
was
česky.
expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Kamera mi sere. Když vypnu tohle světlo.
In despair, the man confessed
Bude to
he
dělat
had
furt.
killed her out of jealousy.
Bude.
So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved. When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love, in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance. Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth. Even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy.
Asi tu
My
kameru budu
memories did
sedat
not
jinam.
return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake.
Kurva. Ne. Jak ji jenom přesunu? Jdem sem někam takhle. Je to lepčejší? Co myslíš? Spíš sem? Uvidíme.
My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
– 16. července. Mám chvilku po narozeninách, vole. Interakce. Když jsem to říkal kolegovi, že chci hrát tuhle hru, tak mi řekl, že
Reel off the film.
to není dobrý nápad. Že takže se to asi na stream jako hodit nebude. Tak uvidíme.
Open the camera.
Ty vole, takovouhle kameru měla moje máma, když jsem byl malej, ty vole. Nebo něco hodně podobného to bylo.
Put the new film in. Close the camera.
Aha, obě ruce.
Load the film. Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus.
To nebude problém, ne už.
There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I
Já nic
feel
nevidím,
it, I
holka.
might be able to see what it is.
Jo, posouvám. Aha, počkej, takhle.
What? Is that a person? I must help them.
Počkej, nebudu to ovládat jenom takhle, myslíš, že ne? Čo to řve jak svině?
I was horrified at the idea that some
Strašně to řve, strašně. 100%. Hudba. Hudbu uberem. Efekty necháme. Ty to řeči.
not a bad photograph. It's not a bad photograph.
Ti
It
stačí, nebo?
seems that the camera works. Not a bad
Jo,
photograph.
to ti stačí.
It seems that the camera works perfectly. Not a
Takhle.
bad photograph.
Efekty necháme hrát. Režim streamování, jo. Co to znamená? Ukončit hru,
I
ne.
might have drowned in my lake.
Ukončit hru, ne.
The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
Rybišky.
I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible
Sarah.
to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm. Martha is not
Tohle
dead.
nechceš.
It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. I have to stay calm. Martha, February 26th, 1923.
Tohle je vlastně jediná informace, kterou jsem o té hře měl.
Are you hurt?
Že ona si s ní vymění identitu.
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
Ale
My parents ran towards me. My mother
proč to
helped me.
udělala, to vlastně
She,
netuším.
who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf.
Aha,
She
teď
thought
už mi
I
to
was
začíná
Martha.
dávat smysl.
I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone.
Jako, ale to museli se být jako kurva podobný, když je nerozeznala ani máma.
Forever. Praying is pointless. It's just a way of soothing your conscience by trying to ease the pain. But I don't want the pain to ease. What would I be left with then?
Eerie, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do.
Aha, to je jakože nápověda, jasně, OK. Tak snad ji nebudeme moc často používat teda. Nebo asi možná, jo?
Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my
Je
death.
takhle, oni
I
rodiče
can
to
at
měli
least light
rozdělený.
candles
Tatínek
and
měl
let him find
tebe
some comfort
a
in
maminka
sleep.
Martu.
This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours. These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here.
Jenom doufám, že
Daddy's oboe.
začátek nebude moc
We were
dlouhý.
preparing a really nice
Hoboj.
duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is.
V životě jsem nikoho neslyšel hrát na hoboj.
Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman.
Co to je? Olovač. Tak ho vrať, ne? Ne? Aha, počkej, tady zapálíme svíce. Tak jedna, druhá. Jako to ovládání je takový zvláštní. Uvidíme, jestli se na to zvyknu nebo nezvyknu. To je jako... Martu asi těžko pošleš, když je mrtvá, ne, vole? Babo.
Even at a time like this, she can't sit still for a second. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital.
Someone coming to get these damn flowers.
July 17th, 1944. When Mummy asks for something, there's no escaping it.
Ta webka je hrozná, ty piče.
Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia.
Julia, no
Monsignor
konečně víme.
Herculio D.
Konečně víme, jak se jmenuješ.
July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant
Ty
Colonel
piče, ta webka je hrozná, vole.
An old painting. I find it so sad. It
Já to asi
communicates
dneska
a
řeknu ještě
sense of
párkrát, tak
deep
jako
solitude to me.
sorry.
There's no reason to use the phone right now.
Do I have to do everything as usual?
To tohle jako to si moc znovu přečíst, nebo to?
Move on.
July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. I better go or she'll end up getting seriously angry. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur.
Aha, já jsem si nepřečetl asi všechny. Jo, přečet. A chtěla ty kytky, že jo? Ahoj. Mami.
Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Předpokládám, že...
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali.
Volá Londýn.
Felice non è felice. È cessata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda.
Kurva, kam to mám dát?
Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
Ty vole, kam patří ty kytky, kurva? Vidím dobře? Hm. Tady ještě nějaká místnost. Sem patří kytky určitě. Bim bam.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
No tak se běž podívat. On tě tady fakt někdo zavřel, ty vole.
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Hmm? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
Chudák
What are
teďka.
they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No, no. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irena.
Marta.
Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me.
Aha, já jsem myslel,
Julia's
že
got
se
problems.
utopila.
Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me?
Co se tam teď stalo? Já jsem to úplně nezaregistroval. Mě potom něco hodila po tom obrázku, nebo to spadlo samo?
They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing.
Já myslím, že jednou tatínek bude strašně šťastný a maminka pěkně nasraná, vole. Ač to se provalí tohle. No, tím jsem si... Tak hele, 80% jsem si tím jistý.
devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley. We have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich Kay was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Hudba je k tomu zvláštní, dobrá. Ne. Fakt. Ale no tak. Co? Holka to slušně mrdá. Slyším nějaký praskání.
It was just a dream. A horrible dream.
Že by to
Horrendous
dělalo to
woman with the
Elgato.
face of my sister.
Tak Kamera.
I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival.
Jo,
of the
vy jste
Pink
si
and
byli
Saint.
dost podobný.
It was only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
Tam bude nějaký bubák v tom zrcátku. Co bychom se měli
Martha's
oblíct,
clothes.
ne?
To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
To bylo rychlý.
I'm already dressed.
Dobře. Tak jo. Můžeme otevřít okno třeba? Nemůžem. Tady jsou Martiny
This is
poklady.
Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened.
Tak to otevři. Ty nemáš klíč. Aha. To je trapný, že jo, když jsi Marta, vole, by si měla být někde klíč.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright. It's about 9:30.
Nezhruba, přesně ty vole. 18.
It's
července.
July 18th.
2 dny je Marta mrtvá už. Další skřínka. Počkej, to je
I
tvoje.
always keep my trinket box locked.
Je takhle, počkej, jasný, vy jste měli pokoj hned vedle sebe. Byl vlastně jeden rozdělený.
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me. Nanny will be visiting me soon. It's me with the nanny. Or maybe it was Martha. No one can remember. I'm already dressed.
Nope. Dobře, tak jdeme nějaký žracák, hele.
Everything I need is always in my bag.
Jo, a co pak všechno tam máš? Tak se můžeme podívat. Otevřel si Julienu tašku. To není ale Juliena taška. Vyber předně, který chceš použít nebo analyzovat.
The key to my trinket box.
Aha. Jaký má hezky popsaný ty krabičky, ty
Here
vole.
is my diary.
To je taková... Ježiš, to je
July
hezký, jak je
12th,
to napsaný.
1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now. July 12th, 1944.
Ne.
July 16th,
Potřebuji ten deník číst
1944.
celý?
There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the white lady
hot.
playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing.
No.
We feel right when we're together.
Jo, takže to bylo jenom tyhle 2 stránky. OK. Je to zavřel. A my bychom potřebovali zjistit... Rychle to zavři. Rychle to zavři, ať nepozná, že jsi Julie.
Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
Jo, ona je ještě ke všemu Marta hluchá. Teda, no, něma. Hlucho něma. No do prdele. Tak ty vole, holka, tak to jsi vybrala teda dobře, jako. To nevím, co ti na to mám říct. To je zde? Něco zamčenýho.
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
Kdeže to žijete vůbec? Karabiniéři, doktor, Don Attilio, ústav a radnice. A tady nějaký kuřák.
There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting.
Aha, takže maminka je malířka. Shift proběh, OK. Je zavřeno.
Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit
Florencie.
sad.
Takže Itálie. Když dává to, že jo, se řekne, smysl, když se jmenuješ Julie.
As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room. It's locked.
Tam bude táta.
Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Protože jsi mrtvá. Ne. Jo?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia.
Jo, ty jsi vlastně ráda fotila, že jo?
Take it away soon.
No?
I promise.
Jdeme tamhle, to je asi to je to světlo ke mně do pokoje.
Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right, but let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Co je třeba udělat? Marta vždycky čte noviny. Musí dělat totéž, co ona, aby nikdo neměl podezření. Ještě si noviny z 18. července. Možná leží na stole. Mám ráda, když mám fotoaparát stále u sebe, protože když to nejméně čekáte, naskytne se jasný, no. Ten, který otec nechal na stole, by mohl fungovat dobře. No dobře, ale ten je Julie, že jo? Do tohoto prázdného rámečku musím vložit jednu ze svých fotografií. Vždycky jsem Martě říkala, že to udělám, ale nikdy jsem to neudělala. Moc by se jí to líbilo. Požadavek fotoaparát. Takže nejdřív si musíme přečíst noviny. No,
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Brutal assassination
To si
in San
četla už.
Casciano. Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith.
Piče, ty noviny se dají normálně celý přečíst.
Erich the father,
Ne, nedej.
Martha the sister, sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased.
První
First
zlepšení z registraci
improvements in
potravin.
food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
Tak jako tahle hra asi opravdu nebude úplně akcí nabitá. Co je to, vole? Ne? Ty vole, vem si to.
For Julia, to take more and more photos. Dad.
Tak dá se
I can
vymluvit.
verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
Kdyby jenom chutím, ty vole.
There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them. I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
Mám pocit, jak kdyby se mi to celý tady rozmazávalo. Jak to vypadá na tom ven? Dobře. Snad. Další obrázky.
Dante's Inferno illustrated by Dore. Always hanging cheery things. War. Always war. Even in paintings.
Samej vor.
One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are?
Ale ty vole, já fakt doufám, že se to nějakým způsobem rozjede, že tohle je jenom začátek.
Orgy Bonsi.
Nebo tady je furt ta Marta, vole.
The battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich Kay. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H.
Jenom Hale. Jak to schválně neudělali, aby to řekla celý, tyva. Ahoj, sestřičko.
What the hell? For a moment I thought I saw. No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist.
To je jakože... Aha, veranda, myslím, že to byl nějaký balkon. Měli jsme tady něco ještě? Asi ne, co? Obraz možná? No. Dobrá, tak... To není moc velký dům, jako... Jedna společenská místnost, nebo jak bych to nazval? Co to může být, ty vole? Je to takovýho něco. Pak jedna taková... kuchyň zvláštní. A tak co by člověk chtěl, že jo? Tady bych trávil čas. Akorát nevím, kam bych dal kompa. Všude jsou mít cigára. Tatínek je asi vášnivý kuřák. OK. Já si nejdřív proběhnu, ale tady okolo baráku, abych věděl, jak to tady vůbec vypadá. Abych věděl, co ta Marta měla ráda. Je ten zadní vchod, který byl zavřený. A je stále. Mám nějak nízko židli, ty vole. Se určitě mladěs. Proto jsem měl tu kameru, vole, nějak blbě nastavenou. Že tam měla být takhle. Skoro teda. No. Ježiši Kriste, hned je to lepší. Abych parkoval. Dobře, takže asi sednem na kolo. Akorát nechápu, jak můžu používat Juliny věci. Si přece musí všimnout.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
Super, takže jdeme hledat pumpičku. Udělej fotku v zahradě. Kde přesně? Tady, jo? To jsem nechtěl. Někde zde to je? Jo, mám vyfotit toho ptáka? Jak? Vyzkouším fotoaparát. To bych rád, ale nevím jak. Musím ho nějak vytáhnout. Asi ne. I počkej, já ho mám v tom vlastně, v taštičce, jasně. Takhle. Dobře. Je ty vole, ještě skin? Jako to není prdel, vole, tímhle fotit. Otoč se, ptáčku. FR Je výška a QE je sklon, jo? Aha. Je to můžu dělat. Je takhle. Aha. Co to dalo? Ty kokot. Stisknu tím šipky, jo? Ne. Tady, aha, tyhle, ty jsi debil. Aha. Aha. Docela asi bude prdel, vole, začít ovládat ten fotoaparát.
Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the dark room in the cellar to print it.
Ty vole, ještě budu vyvolávat ty fotky, jo, ty kokot.
Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only
Ale do
this
sklepa
camera
já
can fix my ideas and my
jsem
memories.
nikde neviděl žádnou
I
cestu
can't
do
allow
sklepa.
myself to forget.
Aha,
so
tady jsem
lucky.
nebyl.
In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
Kdo pak tady šije?
These could be of use to me.
Víš, že jo, nůžky se budou hodit vždycky. A viděl jsem dobře na té krabičce napsáno pervitin?
Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good?
Maminčin lék.
Mummy's sewing
Maminka
machine.
bere pervitin,
She learned how
pravidelně.
to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
Všude přítomný cigára, teda.
Lanzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's?
Kde je
or
to
could
zelená
Mummy
látka,
have
vole?
left it here?
Jo, tady je ta temná komora. Nejdřív se tady ještě takhle porozhlídnem. Pojď, co to je? Je to
Puppets I
panenka.
used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy brought them. I didn't really believe them, but it was nice to think that. These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls.
No, někdo toho dělat musel, že jo? Ale vy tady máte ale
When
pěknou
I was little,
zásobičku.
these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Pokládám, že budete mít asi i vinici, co?
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
Já si pamatuju, na to taky fotil. A vyvolával si fotky.
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath,
Nech,
then the
jako,
first rinse,
asi to
and
je
then the
takový jako
fixing
příjemný,
bath.
když si to, že to
The
není jako když
second
něco
rinse is done
vyfotíš a hned to
directly in
máš, že jo.
sink afterwards.
Ty piču, se to zase seká jak svině. Proč se to děje, kurva? Vole, ty jsou ty pojebaný aktualizace, vole, veškerý. podívej. A je to v pohodě, jo? Máme poser. No ne,
Daddy
já
had
asi
this
nechci.
device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
To budu muset celý, vole. Nemám kdy? Zítra. Zítra ráno se na to můžu podívat. Zítra bych mohl mít čas. Odinstaluju, nainstaluju, přeinstaluju, doinstaluju. Ježíš, já ještě budu posouvat papír, vole. Jo, takhle, aha. Aha. Proč tohle nejde? Teď. Ten kraj toho papíru. No aha, do píči, jsem nechtěl tohle, vole, na to hrabnout. Kurva! Asi takhle. Jak čeká. Teď co se děláš prdel.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera
Jo,
works
aha, tak to je
perfectly.
dobrý to, vole.
Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
A jak si chceš udělat selfie fotku? Dobře, jdeme si udělat selfie. Nejlépe někam do zahrady, aby to bylo pěkné. Tady s pozadím nějakým. Tak počkej, Bčko. Vezmeme si fotografii, teda fotoaparát. A jak to mám udělat? Bych ho potřeboval někam položit. Ty kokot, jak se mám udělat, vole, selfie? Aha, tak tady. Aha, tak potřebuješ stativ. Do piče, tak jdeme znova do sklepa. Jadadadada. Co? Co to bylo? Bude tady u toho, ne? Někde. Ne, hele, tady žádný není zkrátka. Takže musí být... Když držet, Jirko. Co? Jo, aha, tam někdo rozbil víno. Žebřík. Něco. Bordel. Ty jsem ve sklepě a hledám stativ. Žádný nevidím. Stative. Tohle by mohl být stativ. To bude. Něco to bude, ale k čemu to je dobré, to netuším. Blbý je to, že to... Ty pičo. Něco s očičkem. Bolí. Chtěl jsem říct, že blbý je to, že to, co já si představuji pod pojmem stativ, zase otravuje do píči. Za hajzle. Budu muset odpovědět, ale... Tak, čapneme stativ. Jo, nešapneme. Jo, asi sem sednu.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
Ty vole, mě fakt něco spadlo do toho oka, kurva. Co tam píše, já tam nevidím. Tak, jdeme si vyvolat tu fotku. Co? No. Ne, asi se musí jít nejdřív vyvolat ta fotka a třeba se pokazí.
It's always a thrill to develop a photo.
Jo,
You
jo.
can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film. A kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy.
Čekej, holka, čekej. Tak, teď ji ponoříme. Připrav si kleště, aby jsme vytáhli...
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most
To si děláš
quickly is
prdel,
not
tak to je
visible
jasný,
to
že si
anyone.
nemohla mít pochybnosti, ne? Když víš, která seš ty. Takže by myslela jako obrázky.
I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened, but suddenly a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure, but deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death, so this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
Jako mám fotit mrtvou, jo?
I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now.
No tak ho nepoužívej. Myslíš, že máme fotit takhle v noci, jo? Musíme.
It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera. I can look for it amongst Daddy's things in the room below his bedroom. July 18th. Everything has changed.
Ta hra
I feel
asi
like a
fakt jako
different
nebyl
person.
dobrý nápad.
The best part of me left with Martha. My enthusiasm, my desire to live, and the will to joke around. I find myself alone, left to my own devices, confused with no desire or expectations. I was handling the cameras at the lake and there was a floating body on the water. I don't remember what I was doing before. Yet another memory lapse. That lifeless body was Martha's, my sister. Mummy ran up to me and hugged me, thinking I was Martha and that I, Julia, was dead. I didn't correct her mistake, and now it's too late. If they find out I've been fooling everyone, I don't even want to think about it. I feel terribly guilty pretending to be Martha, pretending to be deaf. I took the photo for Martha's frame. I know it's too late now, and I felt incredible pain placing the picture. I said goodbye to her forever in that moment. I realized she was gone and there was no going back. I must do one thing for Martha. I must find out what happened. The partisans couldn't have killed her. That's just ridiculous. Lapo is my friend and he is one of them. He loved us so much. We know all of them, so it's just impossible.
By se zdivilo, co všechno je, vole, possible. No to jde to jak v prdeli? No mám to zapalovač. Se mám víc spát, ne? Nebo? Když je večer. No ale tady jsem nebyl.
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark.
Aha. Náhradní výbojky.
Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
No. Sraný náckové. Tady maminka maluje. Cigára, všude samý cigára se válej, ty kráv. Ježiš, to je... Tichu, to je...
I shouldn't risk it really, but I love watching them sleep. It's the only time they are together and not fighting.
Proč se tady tak vrže, kurva? Počkej, já si jdu vyfotit tu Martu. Teda. Julie, nebo... Kdo to vlastně je? Já jsem Julie. Marta je mrtvá. Ovšem, oni si myslí, že já jsem Marta. Takhle to je. Tak, teď si teda vemu foťák. Proč tam nemám ten blesk? Jak tam mám dát ten blesk k tomu? Vzala ho, ne? Tak co děláš si ze mě prdel? Zkusíme jít blíž. Ale no tak. Tak mě to oko bolí, ty vole, ale... Co teda? Aha, takhle. Jasný, jasný, jasný. Já bych chtěl, ale... Aha.
Dan, it would be nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture.
Tak jdeme ho znovu vyfotit, vyvolat. A se tady pobíhá, vole, takhle po nocích, vole. A už to vidím, vole, jak tam bude mít zase nějakou hnusnou fotku. Bude vyfotí nějakýho potvoráka. Staženou kůži. Máš to blbě. Aha, na to můžu přeskočit. Tohle, ano, samozřejmě.
A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can
No,
capture
co
the soul of
čekáš?
someone who has died.
Vy jste asi tak mohla čekat, holka. Ponořit, připravit si kleště a 3, 2, 1, vydáváme teď.
Her face can no longer tell me if what happened was my fault. I should have known that already. All I can do is head to the lake and get those rolls.
Je docela dost velká náhoda, že já zrovna dneska jsem přísám Bohu projížděl foťáky. Hledal jsem nějaký foťák, že bych si možná teoreticky chtěl pořídit. Ale jako bylo to vlastně de facto...
A lens and a roll of infrared
Aha.
film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see.
Jenom kvůli tomu, že jsem hledal nějakou tu webku. A co? Aha,
Blue
se musím
filter.
vybrat.
Ideal for indoor photos. Orange filter. When there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast. With this lens, I can shoot very close up.
Makro, víš, se tomu říká holka. A přemýšlel jsem právě nad tím, jestli si pořídit webku jakože nějakou bezrcadlovku třeba. Asi bychom měli jít spát. Aspoň mám jako jistotu, že mě tady nikdo nebude strašit. Že to nebude... Teda počkej. Vlastně ona by klidně mohla... Je to zamčený? Ježíši Kriste, já tady furt escapeuju. Kde bych asi tak mohl najít pumpičku? Ta by mohla být někde v dílně. Čík. Co je tohle? To jsou ty přední dveře. Co to je? Nějaká lampa, ne? Aha. Kdybych byl pumpička. Kdybych byl... Tam je nějaká kolna. Což je teda, mám dělat přední dveře, odemčení. Ten by mohl být, jo počkej, to už mám vyřešený. To kolo, tu pumpičku, netuším, kde mohl. Já nechci jít k jezeru. Ale asi budu muset. Dá se s tou mapou hejbat, jo, ale... Čemu jsou ty křížky? Fotoaparáty u jezera. Aha. Je daleko, ty vole, k tomu jezeru. Tady jsou nějaký schody. Já budu muset jít lesem? To bylo furt to escapeu takhle blbě. Dobře. Možná tady někde bude ta pumpička, ne? Co ty na to? Alebo taky ne. Ne, nebojí se holka, nebojí.
I was afraid of animals when I was little. I never approached them alone.
Ne, tude ne. Já vůbec netuším, kde jsem, ty vole. Aha, jdu úplně v špatnou stranu. Mám normálně někde... Jo, takhle. Dobrý, super. Já jdu úplně na špatnou stranu.
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step.
Když teďka půjdu doprava, pak se budu držet vlevo. Nebo, jo. Půjdu doprava, budu se držet vlevo. Vlevo, pravo. Pravo. Dojdu až tam.
I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing?
Viděl jsi to taky? No. Teď mám jako fotit, jo, tady ty vole. Takže tady něco zaostřit, že jo, tady bylo napsaný. Jak to zaostřím? Tímhle. No počkej, tak tohle dáme pryč. Tohle.
German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God
Jdu
only
správným
knows.
směrem. Jdu, musím přes mostík. Není to tady hezké. Proč ty hloupá holko jdeš takhle pod mě? Maminka by ti dala, když ani vlastně tady nemůžeš křičet. Když jsi vlastně jako by němá, že jo? Já vím, že ty nejsi, ale...
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I
Jaký
still have my
zapal?
lighter with me.
Teď kam? Asi je to fuk, ale půjdu teda za ní.
The cameras are somewhere around here. A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of the 2 cameras left.
Jak zbývají 2 fotoaparáty? Jsem myslel filmy, že jo?
How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
Že vypadá povědomě, protože vole... Počkej, aha, já musím vyfotit všechny. Počkej, ale zbývají... Já se budu muset někam vrátit pro film, určitě.
One more camera to collect.
Ne, tak musím jít vrchem, ne? Jo, tady je cestička, OK. Bohatá rodina, tyhle. Mám tolik fotoaparátů.
That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them.
Takže jdeme fotit. Vyvolávat. Když jsem šel i předtím. Kdy bude ta zatáčka, OK. Tady se blížíme k tomu mostíku. Je to zase chcípne, ty vole. Kurva, kurva, kurva. Teď se nejsem jistý, ale tudy jsem asi jít neměl, vole. Fuck. Proč jsem tak malej najednou, vole? Nebo malá. Tak to je psycho. To je psycho, ty vole.
Oh, yet another nightmare.
Ty jsi
She enters my
pochcela.
dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy tales coming true. Yet I feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy.
Nepochcela.
Damn
Dostala
it,
z to.
what's all this blood? I'm not due yet, and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me? Am I going to be joining Martha sooner than I thought? I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls. Even more scary fairy tales.
Tohle je fakt trošku psycho. Počkej, asi by se měl převlíct, ne? By se měl možná umejt, vole.
What am I thinking? I would stain my clothes with blood.
Přesně jak říkám. Zavři si. Budeš si zavírat dveře? Jsem si myslel, že to tam bude vidět, vole, jak se mě.
That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before.
Řeknu
But I'm
jednou
not going to
poprvé.
tell my doctor. Otherwise he'll make me stay in bed and rest.
A jak bys mu to asi chtěla říct, vole? Když neumíš mluvit.
This dress is only for special occasions.
Já si pamatuju taky, když jsem byl malý, tak babička mi vždycky říkala, ale co s tím dávalo, to by někdo
It's
měl...
very rude, but I could pick up the phone and listen to their conversation.
How are you doing today, Rennie?
I'm worried, Father. Very worried. We found more partisan tracks in the woods, right next to the house. That Lapo, I suspect he may be involved in the death of...
No, please don't say that. It's not possible. I know the boy and I don't...
Father, anything is possible in these dark times. Anything. That boy didn't even come to say goodbye to Julia. Didn't they love each other dearly?
He must be terribly scared, and Julia always used to say that.
Yeah, sure, she used to say they were just friends, but you know too, right? Friends are not supposed to do such things, Father. Or are they? But anyway, you're defending them both. You, my husband, and even the nanny who, deep down, is a good woman.
The nanny. I believe the nanny is the one who hurt Julia. With her evil passion for those cards, they are cursed things. I hope you made them disappear.
Of course. I keep them safe in my room. Anyway, you must forgive me, Father. I have to go. They've come to pick me up. Have a good day.
You too.
Lapo's involved in Martha's death. My mother is losing her mind again. How could anyone even imagine such nonsense? And Donatello, he is a great friend, but... what will he
Donatello, já
do?
jsem rozuměl Donatello.
Those cards are just a game. But most importantly, they're mine. Why on earth did they take them from me?
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli approaches the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their home.
Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
Or who are found looking out of their windows. I shall repeat for clarity. New ordinance for the safety of citizens.
Takže Marta to sama na sebe narafičila?
Walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house and
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with.
Je na to být takový nějaký
Deceiving
trošku
oneself is
zvláštní.
sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise?
Maminky pervitin?
Pervitin again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate.
Neboj. Tyhle pilulky nerozrušujou.
Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide? There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened. This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day, even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says. The keys to my old room are not here. Where are they?
To netuším. Ohoho. Kolik si jich můžu vybrat? Jo takhle, já už jsem myslel, že jsem si vybral 2 stejný.
The solution is still far away. I must be patient and wise. But luck is not on my side, unfortunately.
Voláme nějaký ty fotky. Já nevím, jestli budu mít dostatek filmů, ty vole. Co je? Proč jsi mě na to, vole, upozornil?
With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Red filter for super high contrast photos.
Se budu muset vždycky brát, jo?
I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia? You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay. Ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I develop these film roles. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time.
Konec, ne? 3 byly jenom.
These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
Nevím, je to asi jedno, ne? Pojď, honem, pojď. Šup, 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 šup. Ani nic. Tak. Tady někdo je. Blbý, že tady musím čekat, vole, na to vyvolání. To taky nemůžu překliknout. Takový zdlouhavý, no.
Here I was running toward the pier, just as I remember.
Dobře, ale někdo tam musel být ještě před tebou. Pokud jsi ji nezabila ty. Protože to by se nám to pěkně jako celý zamotalo. A cvak. Tam budou jako všechny ty fotky zůstávat furt, jo? Je to úmorná práce, to vyvolávání fotek, až mě z toho bolej ruce. Mám na píču opěrky, abych ji potřeboval vejš, ty vole. Ty ruce ve vzduchu furt. Je taky prázdná. Je sestra. Ne, to jsem já, jak běžím po mole. Vyndavám jí z moře, nebo z jezera, teda jsem chtěl říct. Ač to není moře, že jo?
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the
Musím
White
ještě
Lady.
vyvolávat? Noviny. Já se musím jít přečíst noviny, ty vole. Ty vole.
She might be able to tell
Ne,
me
tak vyvolám
something.
ještě tu
Is
poslední.
this crazy talk?
Co tam
Yes,
byla?
definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything
Tohle ještě
done.
potřebujeme vyvolat. Proč jsem tam teďka neměl to zaměření? Něco je jinak? Dobře, sedu na to. Musím si jít přečíst noviny. To nesmím zapomínat, každý den musím přečíst noviny, jíst chleba s máslem a s kávou.
The Superior Commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and or protects them and provides them with clothing and or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot.
Zajímavé zprávy. Stačí mi takhle ten titulek, nebo? Ne, musím si to... Vole, já furt ten...
Italian workers
Escape.
in Germany. The following rules are in place for workers who voluntarily work in Germany. A commitment of a maximum period of 1 year before returning to Italy. War rages on the Eastern Front. An attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on
Já nevím,
for a
jestli
long
mě
time.
zajímají ty zprávy, já bych chtěl
Fighting
vyřešit
in
tu...
Normandy. Victorious Germanic
ségru.
counterattack on the road from Perriers to Carentan. Pont Heber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action.
Máme přečtené, že jo? OK. Podivná zpráva. Ten dneska jsem našel mezi... Jo. Že by Marta s někým otěhotněla. Budeme to spekulovat, jo. Marta s někým otěhotněla a řekla mámě, že je to Julie. Tak jí máma zabila. Třou tu pumpičku na to kolo. V kuchyni nebude. Nemůžu na tom jet. A můžu jít teďka k tomu jezeru teda? Jo, teď se nemám hotový, tak jsou tady červeně. Ok. Znamená, ty píčo, vole, já furt budu mačkat ten escape. Takže mám jít k jezeru, abych našel bílou paní. A Což? Ty vole, furt. Tak hold jdeme k jezeru, no. Abych teda radši tam jel na kole, ale... Vůbec nevím, jestli to hraju dobře, ty vole. Když zatím možná asi jo, že jo. Zatím plníme nějaké ty úkoly.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
Ty vole, mě strašně bolí ramena, kurva. Já pak sedím nějak divně. No, tohle mám strašně nízko. Víš co, já bych potřeboval asi možná. Ježiši Kriste, teď jsem se podíval někam do nebe. Bych možná potřeboval posunout tu klávesnici. I s tou myšunou bych si opřel ruce, abych je neměl ve vzduchu. Takhle to bude lepší. Protože na téhle židle ty područky jsou špatný. Což mimochodem je další věc, kterou bych už. Jo, ty cestičky jsou tady šílený. Proč tady nemůže být rovná cesta? Která by vedla, nebo respektive aspoň jedna, kdyby to byla jenom. Takže ještě Kriste, jsem se zase vybral cestu. No, tudy jsem šel včera. Poznávám to podle té helmice. Vole, jsem se lek do píči, vole. Ty vole, a zase se to seká, vole. Nechápu.
What is going on here? What are the soldiers doing? It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
A kam je chceš sledovat, ty vole? Nemůžeš v tom lese chodit, kde se ti zlíbí, ne? Ty vole. A už jsem v píči, vůbec nevím, kde jsem. To lehce doprava. Ty píčo. Proč se mi to vždycky takhle vole sklopí úplně někam jinam? To projdeš, ne? Ty vole, hej, tak to je masakr tohle. Já jsem popošel pryč. Tak co ti jebe? Ty vole, vždycky se to jakoby úplně otočí mě. Proč? Čem jsem to vydal? Kvéčkem. Dobře. Jsou na té mapě nějaký cestičky? Nejsou. No počkej, takže já musím po té cestě. Ty vole, vždycky tady z toho takhle blbě vyjedu. Ty vole, vidíš to, co se mi to děje? Zas mě to hodilo někam. Schovej to. Hej, tak tohle ta hra tam mě bude vysírat, vole. Zabili tvýho milýho určitě. Pičo.
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you?
Co mu udělali? Padly mu nohy. Ha?
Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left
A není
of
tě
you.
povědomá barva té látky?
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot.
Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Was machen wir jetzt? Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch.
Scheiße. Lass uns abhauen. Aber sie lebt noch.
Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
I'm dying, I thought, but strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time.
Osud? Ne? Špatně. Marto, vracím ti... Co mám? Špatně. Musíme takhle. Matko, špatně. Marto. Marto. Přijď. Tak od co ty vole? Najednou to bylo na druhé straně, vole. Ty vole. Kurva je.
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded. But they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death. So I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Co to kurva je?
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
Tím jsem si, že mi to vždycky blbne, že se to seká jenom, když jsou tam nějaký ty Ty kacény. Martin pohřeb, takže si vemeš vole tyhle hadry. Jasný.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away. No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she?
I'm already dressed.
How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right. The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods.
Náhodička tomu chtěla.
Otherwise,
she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral.
Ta holčina má tolik štěstí, vole, že je doma imrvére sama. Pomůžeme jít hledat tašku. 12:30. Dneska bych to viděl maximálně do 1, protože ráno musím brzy stávat. Nebo celý týden to takhle budu mít. Tak už jděte.
Citizens continues in La Romola, and once again General K's family has come
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number
1175.
1185.
Já budu 100% muset volat někam.
appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly. After the Battle of Porgy Ponce on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli Val di Pisa. The German resistance on the Tuscan hills has been exhausted.
Pak
What
mám
if
tu
the bag is
tašku.
here somewhere?
Počkej. Co jsi říkala? No, ty vole, furt ten escape.
Nets for catching butterflies, poor creatures. I had so much fun with them.
Že by to matka schovala někde tady u sebe. Koupelně jsem určitě byl.
There's my
Samozřejmě.
bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
No tak se podíváme, ne? Dopis.
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right?
To víš, protože
I
Marta je
know you
mrtvá,
too
že jo?
well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
No, to vysvětlení bude takový, že ještě budu čumět, vole. Hierofant. Kurva, co je hierofant?
There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something.
Zajímavý. Ještě tam máme něco.
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue.
Bordel. Ještě nemůžeme volat, dobře. Tak si běž, vole, přečíst noviny. A jdem se podívat za bílou paní.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl found by the German troops is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me.
No.
Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth.
Jde o to, jestli je to pravda.
New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles.
Kurva!
Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law.
Teď zrovna, když jsem si chtěl, vole, to kolo opravit.
The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city. Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out. Bread may only last a few more days. Prices are rising dramatically. Meat can now be found for 100 to 140 lira per kilo. The gas has been cut.
Válka svině. No, nemám teda píči, vole, káčko. Nebo nemám taky skrku. Nemáme skrku, jo. Ty vole, chce mi přečet.
Attempted murder in La Romola.
To jsem všechno četl.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear.
Hotovo? Najednou je to hotovo, vole. Jo, ten pohřeb. Telefonní číslo, to máte 4místný, ne všechny.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Kde je ten telefon?
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh my god. Julia. My little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
My Little
I
Sparrow.
told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny.
Vole,
Bye,
to
Nanny. I love you.
začíná to být celý nějaký divný.
I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Aktualizace úkolu kterého? Bílá paní. Ještě si deník. To si děláš prdel. Kurva.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect
Datové
it.
karty mám.
4. To communicate with her, I will need to
Nůžky
use
na
my
ustřihnutí
tarot
vlasů taky.
I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Milenec. Můj osobní předmět a musí být mnoha, to je zásadní. Super. Vole. Nyní si můžu zavolat. Tam bych tak chtěl volat. Šest 9 3 4 schválně.
must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich Kay has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph "Town on fire" to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. I don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo? To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
To si ještě mohl vybrat, vole. Jestli to prásknu tatínkovi. Si jmenuji telegrafní sloup. Tady je. A to bude. Protože tady vede kabel domů. Nebo ne? Aha, je to tady. A to nebylo vidět. Tahle hra opravdu není úplně ideální.
A German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a
Ne,
garrison
jdu z
after
ní
all that's
špion, ty vole.
happened. I should report its location via telegraph. This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one. Now all that remains is to go to the telegraph near the barns.
Lev, ten je dole. Lev je dole, protože tam už jsem byl v noci. Je tvrdila, že se bojí zvířat, nebo bála. Jen se pro jistotu mrknem. Zase ty vole, 2 hry po sobě, vole, a zase tady hnusný kocák. Tvůj kos. Já vím, že to je havran. Bych si mohl ustříhnout rovnou ty vlasy, ne? Už jdu okolo.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side. There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died, resident of Via Perciabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La
Hej,
Romola.
takových telefonní
Telephone
čísel.
number
Já vůbec nevím, kam komu mám volat,
6537.
nebo co.
The official state civil service.
Takže ono to
General
určitě bude...
Galeazzo T.
Ono to určitě bude... dávat smysl.
Holy water. It's only water, and yet there's something special about it.
Realizace úkolu. Poslední rozloučení. Klidně vrabce. Telefon. Já bych si potřeboval to předělat, protože to K je na takým debilním místě, že se do něj nedokážu nikdy trefit. Se musím podívat, kde je K. Třeba bych se ho dát na myš.
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult.
Jsem tady a musím se dostat sem.
I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha.
55 na
I'm
1.
not worthy to dress in your clothes.
Tohle taky nebylo otevřený. Aha.
A tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures.
Tam si ho dáš?
I have found what I need to take infrared photos.
Jo.
The telegraph must be hidden in one of these feed bins. I have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road, and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that.
Počkej. Já... Mě z toho hří. Aha. Poblíž. Dům. Tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ne, jinak to uděláme. Lokalizován. Tank. Poblíž. Dům. Přepínám.
No, this doesn't seem clear to me. I need to find the right words.
Silnice poblíž dům. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Přepínám.
Damn it. I got the length of the sound wrong. I'll try this word again from the beginning.
Jo ty vole, aha.
Damn it again. I need to be more careful about the length of the sound.
Ježíš, já si to budu muset ještě přeložit, no ty kokot. To mi ho vyndej, vole. Ty vole, stačí, ne? Ty krávo. Ty si z toho poseru. Tohle rozluštím a končím. Tečka. Jak já to nechápu. Tečka. Já se v tom neorientuju. Tečka, čárka. Já to nechápu. Mám někde nápovědu k tomu telegrafu. Ne, nemám. Tečka. 3 tečky. Tak, tady ta půlka jsou tečka. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tečka čárka. Ty píčo. Já to fakt nechápu. Počkej, 3 tečky. To je V. Jedna tečka. A jedna čárka je J. VJ. Je tady něco VJ? Není. Ty pičo, tak tohle bude na dlouho, vole. Tohle bude na dlouho. Protože tohle se mi vůbec nelíbí. Tohle se mi vůbec nelíbí. Tečka. Tečka. Když jsou 3 tečky. Je to teda V. Asi nejspíš. Takže tohle je taky V. Ty kokot, vole. Mně stačí přijít na ten systém, že jo, pak už jako na to přijít, to přečteš, ale 5, 4, 3, 2 plus 1. Nevím. Já fakt nevím, co s tím mám dělat. Tečka. 3 tečky. A čistě teoreticky 3 tečky. Tady máš 5, 4. A jdou jedna tečka. Jedna čárka teda a tečka. Já nevím. Fakt nevím. Já potřebuji se podívat. Já fakt nevím. Jak to mám rozšifrovat? Telegraf kód. Kde je nějaký návod na tady? Tečka. Píčo, vole, reklamy. Tak. K telegrafu. Čekot ona. Okay. Tady píšou příklad. První písmeno začíná na tečku. 3. Počkej, já to nechápu. 3, 2, 1. Nechápu to. Druhý písmeno. Počkej. Tři. Je sem. To druhý má být N. To je čárka, tečka. Ne, já to nechápu, ten kód. Fakt ho nechápu. Abych byl špion na píču. Ještě jednou. Počkej. Děláme to úplně jinak. Úplně jinak to uděláme, protože já fakt nevím. Si jdeme. Google. Nejde. Aha, jsme se tady otevřeli. Takhle Google. Napíšeme Marta, ne, Marta, aha.
Hey there, here's a quick video tutorial.
Děláme se jenom takhle na kousíček, aby jsme to pochopili. Jo, tohle jsem psal já. Aha. Co? Co se teď stalo? Tutoriál, to potřebuju. Tady, tečka, čárka. Tečka, tečka, tečka. Chápu, chápu, bodka. E. Čárka. Čárka, tečka. Jo, aha, počkej, už to asi chápu. To asi chápu. Schválně, jestli jsem to pochopil, jo? Takže jsou to 3 tečky a začínáme odsud. Odsud začínám a je to tečka, 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 takže je to s. A to druhý je tečka čárka. Teda čárka a tečka. Takže je to sn. Takže je to přijato. A zase s. Tečka, čárka, tečka, sr. A tečka, 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 čárka. Srv. Potřebuji, jo, tak to je jednoduchý už. Stačí pochopit ten kód, že jo. Čárka, 2 tečky, čárka, 2 tečky, to je D. Tečka, tečka, čárka, tečka, DF. S, DFS. Tečka, čárka, tečka, čárka, tečka, tečka, L, N, LN, LN, čárka, čárka, M, tečka, čárka, čárka, tečka, tečka, čárka, čárka, tečka, MP, MPP, to je nějaký MPP, je. Tečka, tečka, čárka, tečka, tečka, L, S, čárka, tečka, LSC. Zanechat. 3 tečky, čárka, V, tečka, čárka, tečka, VC, N, VCN, tečka, E, čárka, tečka, ED, nic na E není, vole, jo tady EDF, tečka, čárka, tečka, L, čárka, tečka, LN, čárka, LNG, vedle, tečka, čárka, tečka, F, Fi, něco fiu, tečka, čárka, A, tečka, čárka, tečka, R.
They are asking me to find a map of the
Ty
defensive line.
pičo,
There
masakr
is one in
tohle.
my father's study.
Tohle je masakr. Jako tohle bych fakt bez návodu nedal. Takže si mám zapamatovat. Jo. Vyfotografujte mapu tatínkovi ateliéru a přenesí na smluvené místo. Bílou paní, můj osobní příběh, milenec, nůžky, muž šťastný, tvoj podivná zpráva. Jo, to všechno musím vyřešit ještě. Ty píčo. Ten telegraf mi fakt dal zabrat, jako. A doufám, že nejsem jedinej.
That raven is making a big fuss.
Já ještě budu řešit havrana.
Maybe it's the same raven that killed that poor sparrow.
Kde to bylo? Ty pičo, já to nechápu, jak jsem vždycky
I
to...
hate bullying, yet it seemed as if the raven wanted to bring the little bird back to life.
Kde to bylo? nahoře. Ty vole, proč se mi to vždycky takhle sekne nějakým způsobem celý?
Maybe only so it can kill it again. That's it. Hopefully the image comes out clearly.
Podle mě ona se vždycky někde o něco jakoby sekne. A ještě ten havran mi tady řve, vole. Tak ukaž, jakou krásnou fotečku jsme udělali pro rodinu.
The print should be fine like this. You can see detail clearly.
Tak to je paráda. Zanech fotografii u potoka. Najdi havrana. A slyším kdákat vole nahoře u dveří furt. Já tudy neprojdu. Ty piču, vidíš to? Dobře, a jako k čemu mi budou ty... A kam bych měl volat, vole?
Cabanari headquarters for the officers of San Casciano. How can I help?
Hi, I was hoping to hear whether there has been any development on the investigation into the murder of Julia Kay.
Wait a moment, please. Who's calling?
I am Irene Kay, Julia Kay's mother.
Mrs. Kay, forgive me. I didn't recognise your voice. Unfortunately, I don't have any real news. We are following up on some suspects. We assume we're with the boy who was killed in the woods outside your house. They seem to be planning something else. But your husband is probably the best person to ask about that.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, madam.
Jo, tak zavoláme ještě do někam. Šest. 5. 9. 3.
Not now.
Tak jdeme. 7 na volání. Najdem havrampírko. Následuj Havrana, vole. Další kus červenýho, vole.
Dress. It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness.
Vidíš, zase je kacena a seká se mi to.
Suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these
Na to mám podezření už dávno.
passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well. But I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she
Proč
was
se to takhle
convinced that
seká,
I
ty
was
vole?
dead.
Ale jako, víš co, to se seká jenom... Ne. Odsuď? Sem. Tohle. Tohle všechno. Na druhou
When the
stranu.
funeral
Takhle.
ended, I felt an
Tohle.
irresistible
Tohle.
urge to play.
Tohle se seká.
I loved music. I started playing without thinking
Mně se hra
about the
neseká
possible
vůbec.
consequences.
Jenom to,
I
co jde
didn't
ven.
care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet no. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings. Feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have lost Martha, your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
Tak a tady dneska končím. Uložit se to uložilo a zítra zase takhle večer. Doufám, že zkusím něco pořešit s tím sekáním, vole, nevím. Snad se mi to povede, hele. Tak se měj zatím, čau.